Get. Well, you must have had your doubts early on in this one.
Video.
Yeah. Must have had your doubts early on in this one. Talk to me about what it took to come back here.
The girls they stuck with what they know how to do best, and I don't think that they necessarily changed their game. I think that they were able to up the intensity and up the enthusiasm a little bit, and ultimately it paid off both on the defensive end and on the offensive end.
It's kind of a grueling tournament. You play a lot of games, you get pretty worn out. They seem pretty energetic down the stretch there. What do you think? Do you attribute that to? Or
I think it's our defense. We really have a lot of confidence that our bench can play some solid minutes for us. They're not going to give up unnecessary goals, unnecessary ejections. They're going to be able to contribute offensively. I really don't see a shortness top to bottom between anyone in our top team. So it definitely helps down the stretch and different tournaments like this.
Did you have this tournament marked on your calendar for the season? I mean, this is a big one for you guys.
There's 3 tournaments during the season, and this is probably one of the more challenging ones, top to bottom. It's not an easy game. It's not an easy opponent. Every single game is going to be challenging, and the girls definitely showed that they were capable of playing with the best.
Got it. You anything?
You showed a lot of emotion there in the first half, which I haven't seen from you necessarily. How just kind of fired up were you? I mean, when they started coming back. I mean, down 4-0, that's a big hole to come back from. But
the girls, I think everybody, I don't think it was necessarily just me. I think the whole team really realized that they got nothing to lose. And you got to play, you got to put everything out there, and every opportunity that you're given. It's the same thing with life. You got to make the most of every minute of every single day, and do it with a smile. I think the girls showed that and showed that attitude. Proved beneficial.
Well, Maddie, talk to me about bouncing back from an overtime loss last night and picking up a win over DP and then Laguna right here.
It was a super tough loss last night, but it's kind of what you do with loss that shows your character. So we wanted to come out super hard and just kind of show teams what we can do. And we weren't playing as a team really this morning but this afternoon we're get it together, guys. So we played with confidence and we played with intensity, which I think we were lacking, definitely.
Was the fact that you got to play Dos Pueblos this morning, did that make it easier to get sort of back into the intensity level because you were playing against them?
I think it was, because we're so familiar with that team, so we kind of knew what to expect, and we kind of wanted to show people what we're made of and how good our team is when we play together and play with intensity and confidence.
The game was kind of already in hand, but you had a nice stop there on a penalty shot in the fourth quarter. What's going through your mind when you're one-on-one in that kind of situation?
I don't know. I want to do it for my teammates, because it's they're the people that I want to make the stops for, not for myself. So Sophie and Kelsey were there, and they're just you got it. So I felt they were really supporting me, and I wanted to do it for them.
So coming out of this tournament, what do you take from this? How are you guys a better team than you were before?
I think we learned from our losses, definitely. I think it's a really learning situation every time we lose and every time we win. I think we know what we're capable of, but if we don't play together, we know we can also lose to some good teams. So I think it makes us want to work harder for next time.
All right, nice job. Well, Coach, after an overtime loss yesterday, you come back, you beat your crosstown rivals in the morning, then you take care of Laguna. You got to be happy with how you guys finished this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely, really no other option, once the loss, got to put the loss behind you and move forward, and as disappointing as it was, and I'm sure the girls would have, liked to have, tried to, compete for a championship. We got beat by a good team last night, and they came in with a great attitude this morning. I think playing Dos Pueblos probably took the edge off a little bit, just, it's a familiarity game, and they're friends with all the girls on the team, so I think it made it a little bit easier to show up for that game. And then I thought they did a great job in the Laguna game. I think both groups were really tired. We all played, 5 games last 3 days, and so I think everyone's dragging a little bit. And I thought we had just enough spunk today to pull it out in the last game.
11-9 against DP, right?
Maybe 10-8, I think.
Close.